Hello friends, this is Lori from Cruising for Treasure, and you are watching my What Sold show. So I'm going to show you everything that sold over the weekend on my various platforms. I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Facebook, and Mercari. And this weekend, I actually had three platforms that had sales for me. So let's get right to it, shall we? It is definitely a Monday morning. We are feeling it here. Actually, it's afternoon. It's after lunch, so that's fantastic. But as always, life is crazy around here. If you want to join in the fun, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you see all the crazy adventures we get ourselves into, mainly in the reselling journey, of course. I had a great weekend. Just real quick, little story. I set up at the Route 11 yard crawl, and man alive, there were so many people there. And sadly, that did not translate into a ton of sales, just because there was so much competition, and the people that shop on Saturday at those sales are more recreational yard salers. They're not hardcore, like, I'm going to buy something. That's saved more for Thursday and Friday. So next year, I'm going to do Thursday and Friday for sure, and hopefully sell a ton of stuff. But it was a great experience. I had a ton of fun laughing, yucking it up with my sister and her husband, and my son was there. So it was a great time. So anyway, now we're going to get into the sales. So I'm going to show you eBay's sales first. So eBay is definitely my main ride. I sell most of my stuff on eBay. Poshmark is a fairly distant second, although they've been doing pretty well the last week or so. So I'm pretty happy. Although over the weekend we only had 2 sales. So, it comes and goes. All right. So first, I love selling vintage postcards. So just bear with me. This is the first one. This is Bedouin and his camel. Camel is kissing him. How cute. And that sold for $4.79. It is unposted. And then I sold one more. And this is typical street step Central District, Hong Kong. Which this one kind of surprised me because it's a fairly generic card. There's not really anything that stands out in it. But it did sell for $3.99. So there's that. So guys, super sorry. Ever since, I don't know if it's just the schedule that I've been keeping this summer or what, but I've just had vocal fatigue like crazy. So I'm going to be sipping on my coffee just so we can keep going on this thing. Okay, next item that sold. I've had this for forever. I was actually about to delist it and bring it somewhere or donate it or whatever. And then it sold. So, okay. But it's a Matchbox car and it's a fire engine, and that sold for $7.99. Also, just for context, everything that I have in my store is currently on a 20% off sale off everything. So sometimes people put things in their watch list and then I will go and send them an offer. So you'll see the prices that I give you are either 20% off, or they accepted an offer, or they sent an offer and I accepted it. I have been very, very accepting of offers recently because I have so much to list and so much listed. I need to even all of it out. I need some cash flow. Basically, that's what I'm saying. So coffee in my Starbucks Las Vegas mug. We love it. Okay. This one is an all-clad pot. You can see the bottom. Oh, I see myself. How nice. And that sold for $23.99. Again, it was on sale. So they tell you not to make emotional buys. Making sure I don't have lipstick in my teeth. They tell you not to make emotional buys. Sometimes it really is hard. When you see really amazing brands like Allclad and they will sell, you're not going to make as great a profit as you wanted, but you're still going to make a little bit of money. And so you buy it and then you have regrets later because it's big and it takes up a lot of space on your shelves, and it might not sell as quickly as you wanted and not for as much money because it sells on a 20% off sale. So, but those are things that we learn and grow from, right? We're trying to work on that growing thing. Okay, here we go. This is Beekman, which is a great brand to pick up for resale if you can ever find it. It's 2 bars of facial soap, and this is $18. That's what that sold for. I accepted an offer. One is a milk bar plus charcoal, gentle detoxifying facial bar, and then the other is milk bar, gentle cleansing. Can't talk. Gentle cleansing facial bar. So all of their items, they run a goat farm, and so all of their items include goat's milk, which is supposedly good for skin conditions such as eczema, psoriasis, that sort of thing. Okay, moving on. I have people coming home, so there's going to be a little bit of noise here.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, son. Okay, so this item is Lululemon On The Move pants. And these are more like a dress trouser. I cannot talk today, guys. So really nice. Yeah, Jaden was just like, hi, Mom. So.
Hi, baby.
And then they have like the branding running around on the inside. So those sold for $22. And I'm telling you, I'm accepting almost all offers these days. These are a size 4, really, really nice pants in excellent condition. I don't know that they were ever even worn, which is crazy. Okay, let's see. Where are the other pair? Okay. Oh, no. Okay, hold up. All right. Almost got them. For some reason, I'm sweating. Apparently, this is hard work. Okay, this was a really fun find. This is original Ocean Pacific pants, okay? Like back when it was an actual surfing brand and, you know, not ubiquitous in all of the discount stores. So Ocean Pacific, OP. And this is a pair of unhemmed brown corduroy pants, pull-on waist. It's just, I mean, it does have like a snap. Oh, it's a faux snap, so never mind. It is, you know, elastic waist. These sold for $30. I did have them priced at $50, but they sat for quite a few months. And so, again, like I said, I'm trying to move inventory. So $30 out the door. I feel like I have a runny nose. Now I'm sweating and I have a runny nose. Isn't it grand just being human? It's just grand. Okay, next at $30 for those pants. Next we have a belt. This is the Belted Cow. If you have watched me any length of time, and if you haven't, hit the subscribe button so you can watch all my videos. I love selling clothing, shoes, and accessories. I just do. It's stuff, it's what I'm comfortable with. It's what I know. It's what I learn. Every day I'm learning more and more and more. And I just feel like, especially accessories, your return on investment can be really, really good. And it's a section of the thrift store that's not always searched through super thoroughly. So here we have the Belted Cow Company belt, and this has shrimp on it. And then, of course, the brass buckle. This sold for $10. Again, this was a case of I want it out of my house. And typically you would see this selling more like in the $20 range or between $20 and $25. So, but again, $10 out the door. But the beautiful thing about accessories is you typically can pick them up for, you know, definitely less than $5. I'll only spend $5 on a belt if it's like one that I know I can sell for between $30 and $50. Definitely not that style of belt, but you can find really, really incredible belts and other accessories out there for a great amount of money. Okay, next I'm going to show you, this is a lesson to me on what not to pick up to resell. And because it didn't work. Now they are new in the box, but I listed them out of the box because including the box, it just adds weight and dimension that it adds to the money. So these are Tom's slippers. Once upon a time, I tried retail online arbitrage. I stink at it. I'm bad. So I learned from that not to do it anymore. And so very slowly I am selling these things. And then some of those things I'm just pulling from my inventory and just getting rid of them. So this pair sold for $10. I paid more than that when I bought them. So these were definitely a lose for me. But hey, they're going out the door. Somebody's going to be happy because they're going to have nice, warm, comfy, cozy slippers. So that's really great. And I hit my step goal somehow sitting here in my chair. That is puzzling. That is very puzzling. But yay me. Yes. Yay me. I did get up with my husband at 6:30 this morning and we went running. So that is yay me. Because sleep is sometimes very hard to stop doing. Very, very hard. Okay, let's see. This next one is fun, and it sold very quickly, so I feel like maybe I undervalued it. But whatever. It sold for $39.99. It's so funny because I have another Peruvian connection, new with tags, that has been sitting for probably over a year now. And then I list this dress, and it sells in a day. And it's size extra large, so maybe that's it. And it's a beautiful dress. It really is. This woman is going to look absolutely stunning, and it's perfect for fall. Okay. So it's got, 3/4 length sleeves, and then it's basically kind of like a maxi, but it's a knit dress. Just absolutely gorgeous. And look at this pattern. It's just so pretty. The purple, which I have heard purple is trending for the fall. So, I don't know if that had anything to do with the sale, but anyway, this sold for $39.99. Peruvian Connection is a really great brand to pick up. And again, always check style and size and comps and everything. But generally speaking, it's just such quality. It's just beautiful. If I were to ever find a piece if I had found that dress in my size, I would have kept that. I could not sell that. It would be mine, and I would wear it once a month on Sunday to church, and I would feel beautiful. So there we go. All right. Moving on. Okay, this is a funny one. So I mentioned going to the Route 11 yard sale, and just the day before, I had listed these two. If you did not know, Simply Shabby Chic Home Goods, they used to sell in Target. Do they still? I don't think so, but maybe whatever. This is what the label looks like. If you find these, I'm talking sheets, towels, this is a bath mat, curtains, whatever, they are highly sought after and they will sell. So I had picked these two things up years ago. They were in my death pile. I finally got them listed on Friday. And so I go to this yard sale where my sister is with her husband, who is incredibly knowledgeable. I'm talking to you about reselling, auctions, antiques, like all of it. It's kind of intimidating. I can admit that freely. Anyway, so he had a whole mat of stuff that was $1 each. And I saw this brand, Simply Shabby Chic. It was curtains that matched this pink color. And I'm like, oh my word, you guys, you could sell those for like $100 for those curtains. They had 2 packages. And my sister was like, oh, well, if you want them, $1 each on the thing, whatever. So here you go. Which I actually never paid them. So I owe you. Anyway, so we were laughing about it, joking about it. So we put it in my little pile. And then literally, I kid you not, 5 minutes later, I get a notification that my rugs sold. How weird is that? And they sold $71.99 for 2 bath rugs. So absolutely keep your eyes out for Simply Shabby Chic. And don't use those words if it's not that brand. Because I have heard people getting zeroed for that, as they should, because if it's not that brand, then you're lying. So, not to call you out or anything, but yeah, you're lying. Okay, Levi's jeans, size 32, 34. Make sure my daughter pulled the right pair of jeans. These are Western fit. These actually sold pretty quickly too. They're not worth a ton. They sold for $18. I do think they are a little bit vintage. And on the back, they've got like that kind of Western look on the pockets. $18. Not too shabby, but not super fantastic. Okay, next up is this Eileen Fisher olive green. This is made from Irish linen. So it's such a beautiful skirt. And the waistband looked weird to me. So I actually looked up to find other skirts like this to make sure. And it's what it looks like. So, but to me, it just looks stretched out. I don't know. I gave the measurements in the listing, so hopefully I don't get this returned. But this sold for $31.99. Eileen Fisher, made from their organic fabrics, Irish linen. I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. Okay. Moving on, I sold a Bare Minerals Endless Summer Bronzer. Never used. It's not in the box, but it's never been used. And I sold that for $10. I got that in a massive lot from an online auction. So I paid maybe 50 cents or $1 each item. I'm going through all of these things. I'm starting to realize a lot of these items are at the same price point. And you're going to be thinking, why is she on YouTube showing us her sales when they're not really that great? Well, you know what? At least I'm selling them. That's the thing, right? I don't know. Okay, so this is Tiki. It's a Tiki mug, and it's Mai Kai. So it's not super rare or valuable at all. It sold for $10. However, I did pick it up in a lot of items. And so the other items in the lot would have carried all of my profit. And then this one is basically just, let's make back our money. So nothing super expensive, but if you do see Tiki in the thrift store, if you see Tiki mugs, absolutely look them up because you can definitely make a ton of money. I have made hundreds of dollars from selling Tiki mugs. So absolutely look it up, see what the value of that specific mug is. Many of them are worthless, but many of them also are worth a lot. Okay, here is a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren denim carpenter shorts, size 46, and these sold for $23.99. I have had these for, I would say, probably a year or so. So, it's not a quick seller for sure, but definitely Polo Ralph Lauren. That's just one of those brands. It almost seems silly to say it because it's like everybody knows that. But whenever I see Polo, the only thing I don't buy are like the men's dress shirts because they just don't sell. And then unless maybe if they're new with tags, maybe. Or like the t-shirts, like a very basic thing. But if it's something more substantial, then absolutely. I will look up the comps and I will sell it. Okay, this is another brand that you can keep your eye out for. This is Natori. And this is just a beautiful, almost like a tie-dye caftan. It's not like a full long sleeve here, but to me, it's longer than a 3/4 sleeve. Anyway, and then this is really, really long. And then we've got the side slits there at the knee. So this sold for $23.99. I did get this from an online auction. I believe I only paid $10 for the whole lot, which included 2 or 3 other pieces that I did sell or that I have listed. So $23.99 for that. Okay, I think that's all I have that sold on eBay. So now we're going to move to Poshmark, which, like I said, I had 2 sales on Poshmark. Let's pull those up. The first one was actually a brand that was new to me. So you know how sometimes when you're at the thrift store and you're just flipping through, and then you feel something or see something that just looks a little different. And always follow your gut instincts on that. Look the brand up. Educate yourself. And this was one of those items. It just felt and looked different from the other items. And so I had never heard of this brand before. Misa Los Angeles. And it was just so pretty. These purple. Hey, maybe it is a thing. Maybe purple is actually trending. I don't know. Anyway, it is very short and very sheer. So obviously you would have to wear something under it. But with the little pom-pom, little, whatever those are called, strings, I don't know. These right here. and it was size small. And this sold for $50. So now I know a new brand, and it actually didn't take that long to sell. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Okay, and then the second sale on Poshmark. Guys, every time I see these shoes, as long as they're priced reasonably, I will buy them because they always sell. You're not going to make $1 million, but they're going to sell. The brand is Ms. Moose. Okay, these are in incredible condition. And it's kind of like a retro style, like a rockabilly pinup girl style with a cap toe. And I don't even know, it's not quite square, but it's not round. I don't know what you call that toe. Anyway, they sold for $28. I'm curious how long ago I listed them. I feel like it was not that long ago. Let me check my spreadsheet here. Let's see. Oh, April. Okay. And I paid $7. So $7 into $28 on Poshmark. That's not bad at all. And let's see, where did I buy that? At a thrift store, I'm assuming? Yes, at Savers. So, there you go. That's not too bad. Okay, then I did have a Mercari sale, guys. This is crazy. And it was actually a really good sale, which in 1 second, I will pull it up and show you what a sale it was. Always check out the pillows, guys. Pottery Barn throw pillow, which is not really a throw pillow because, man, this thing is heavy. But it's like a couch cushion. 21 by 21 inch square, and it's feather filled. And this sold for $52. So I will have to pay shipping on this. I do free shipping on Mercari. And just because with all the going up and down of the pricing these days, it's really crazy. So on Pirate Ship, I just go on there, and whatever the cheapest way to ship is, that's what we do. And let's see where of course, they live in Oklahoma, so that'll be great. But it'll probably cost, I'm going to say, between $12 and $14 to ship this. And I believe I paid $3 or $4 at Goodwill. So, I mean, I'm still making good money. Don't get me wrong. Very happy about it. But always keep your eye out in the pillow section because you can find great things and they sell fairly well. So anyway, that's what I have going out the door today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Make sure, again, please hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and keep your eyes peeled because lots more fun content coming up. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you again next time.